What is the most common thing that comes to mind when you think of All Hallows Eve? Is it trick-or-treaters going door to door, collecting candy? Or is it sitting around a campfire telling ghost stories to your friends? Oh, but there is something so common that we tend to overlook it. And this being the jack-o'-lantern. The jack-o'-lantern has been a part of Halloween for so long. But what is the story of the jack-o'-lantern? And why is it here? Well, my friends, sit down and relax as I tell you the tale of how the jack-o'-lantern came to be. This is the tale of Stingy Jack and the jack-o'-lantern. It is the 1800s in Ireland, and there lived an old man who went by the name of Stingy Jack. He was mean, he was rotten, he was mean as a snake and belligerent when he drinks. Not many cared for him. There were so many things that they could say, and there was only a few things he actually enjoyed in life. That being either the drink or tricking people. Being hateful and clever are two things that don't usually go great together, but that is the best way to describe his personality. The tales of this rotten man went so far and wide, they even reached the gates of hell, into the ears of the devil himself, who was quite surprised to hear of a man so vile and disgusting, hateful and deceitful, that he himself had to meet Stingy Jack and be the one to drag him to hell. As the sun set, Jack made his way to the pub to drink and to be a nuisance to everyone else around. His usual. As he walked from his home along the pathway he did walk, and in the fork in the road stood a man tall and lengthy. As Jack passed him, he spit at the man's feet and cursed at him. And then the wind came and nearly knocked him off his feet. As he gathered himself, he looked up. The man was staring at him, and he saw the fiery eyes of the devil. Jack became white as a ghost, unable to say a word. At that moment, the devil spoke to him. I heard of you, Jack. I heard your name whispered to my ear in the deepest parts of hell. I heard how nasty and mean you were. I'm quite impressed. So, this is the night you die, and you should be honored, for I'm the one who'll drag you to hell. Jack gathered his senses, looked at the devil in the eyes, and said, "Well, I guess if it is to be my final day, perhaps I can ask a favor of you. Just one more thing before you take me to the fires below." The devil, feeling charitable, said, "Fine. What is it that you wish before I drag you?" Stingy Jack looked up at him and said, "I would like to have at least one more drink to quench my thirst." The devil gave him a smile. "All right then, Jack. I'll allow you one more drink." As they made their way to the pub, what became one drink became two, and what became two became three, till eventually 15 drinks down. "It is time to go, Jack," the devil told him. Jack smiled and said, "All right, but perhaps we play a little trick before we go." A smirk came to the devil's face. "All right, what is it that you have in mind?" A twinkle came to Jack's eye. A grin came upon his face as he told the devil, "You, being so powerful, you could turn yourself into a single silver coin. Once I give the coin to the bartender, you will vanish, and he will not be the wiser." The devil chuckled a bit. "All right then. One little trick won't hurt." The devil turned himself into a single piece of silver. But then Jack placed him in his pocket next to a crucifix. He could hear the devil screaming in his ear, cursing him, demanding to be let free from his trickery. Jack left the pub, hearing the devil screaming. He laughed to himself. "All right, devil, I'll let you free, but we need to make a deal." The devil replied, "What is it that you ask for?" Jack laughed. "Well, devil, you give me a few more years to live." The devil thought for a second. "All right, Jack, I'll give you a few more years to live. But when your time is up, I'm dragging you to hell where you belong." Jack removed the coin from his pocket, flipping it in the air as the devil reappeared. "Remember what I told you, Jack. Only a few more years, and I'll be back." And then he vanished. Jack tricked the devil. He went along home, singing a tune to himself. A few years pass, Jack still being the same, hateful and mean, drunk. But his time is running short. As usual as any other night, as he walked along the lonesome path, the devil reappeared. "All right, Jack. You know what this means." Jack looked up to him. Well, a deal is a deal, I guess. He put his hand on his stomach. "But I am a little bit hungry." He looked over to a tree, an apple tree. "Well, if it is all possible, could you at least grab me one of those apples, so I can have something on my stomach as we make our journey to the dark pit of burning fire?" The devil looked to the tree. "All right, Jack. I'll grant you one more thing." As he climbed up the branches, Jack quickly took out a knife and carved along the tree a ring of crosses. The devil looked down in anger and yelled, "You! Curse you, Jack! Curse you to hell!" Jack laughed. "Oh, devil, you did it again. You fell for my trick. Well, I have a deal for you." The devil glared at him. "All right, Jack, what is it that you want?" "If I were to let you down from the tree, you must agree to never take me to hell." The flames in the devil's eyes got brighter as anger rose from his tongue. "All right, Jack. I shall agree that you will not step in hell. Now, let me down from this tree." As Jack replied, "A deal is a deal," he took the knife and scratched away the crosses. "Now, devil, it's been nice seeing you again." As he made his way home, as he sang a little tune in victory, Jack tricked the devil not just once, but he tricked them twice. No man could ever be as clever as Jack thought he was. Jack, from that day on, only got worse. But his years of drinking finally took their toll on his body. Jack eventually passed away, his soul removed from his body. He made his way to the gates of heaven. But they wouldn't open for him. He asked of St. Peter, "Why can I not go through?" St. Peter replied, "As one as wicked and cruel, vile and disgusting as you, do you think you would ever enter the gates of heaven? But the deal I made with the devil those years ago, that I will never go to hell." St. Peter replied, "True, you may not go to hell, but you will never enter here amongst the angels. Now, you must make your leave." With nowhere else to go, Jack made his way to the gates of hell and knocked, asking for the devil to appear. From the internal flame, the devil appeared, looked at Jack and grinned. "Jack, how are you? Might I ask why you are here?" Jack replied to the devil, "I have nowhere to go. Heaven will not accept me. May I at least spend my eternity here?" The devil laughed. "Oh, Jack, Jack, once I make a deal, I keep it. But I can at least do you one favor. Out of the kindness of my heart, you are stuck in between worlds, and it is dark, ain't it? Well, allow me to give you this." Devil reached out to the burning embers and picked a single piece and handed it to Jack. "Hopefully, this will light your way as you travel. Now, I think you should go." The devil grinned and laughed and vanished. With that ember in hand, Jack left. There he took a turnip, carved out a face, and placed the ember in it, and walked alongst the roads, never able to enter either heaven nor hell. On All Hallows Eve, people will sometimes see the spirit of Jack wandering alongst the Irish shores with the lantern in his hand. They would simply say, "There goes the Jack of the Lantern." But even in death, Jack is still cruel and mischievous. So, on All Hallows Eve, when the veil is thin, the people of Ireland would take turnips, hollow it out, and carve a wicked face, and place within it a candle, lighting it, placing it on their steps. This will warn away any evil spirits, even including Jack. And from this time forward, the jack-o'-lantern would make its way to America. Instead, will be carved out of pumpkins. This is where jack-o'-lanterns come from. This is the tale of the jack-o'-lantern, and the tale of the wandering spirit known as Stingy Jack. And this is the tale how I'm losing my voice from doing this. Oh, oh God. Oh, my throat's gonna be sore after a while after all this.